Hey everyone, welcome back to my workbench. Like I said last time, I'm pausing for a day on the Tiger Learning computer. I'll start soldering more of that tomorrow. I think I got all the layouts done. This is that CDX I'm taking a look at for adjusting a laser. So, big concern is, I'm tired right now. I was up at 6 o'clock this morning, 6:30 with getting some of the rooms in my house painted. Somebody put new screws in there. So, start taking this apart. Two of those aren't original. That one, that one. Where's my little... Need my littler screwdriver. Is this a tri-wing or regular? Regular. Gotta keep a lot of screwdrivers around. The other thing I've been working on is I got a old G5 Mac, Power Mac, the big beastly aluminum one. I got one of those I've been playing with. I got the original Mac OS, I got 10.4 on there right now. I'm not really a big Mac guy, but just out of curiosity, I'm trying to put somewhat newer version of Linux on there. So I've gotten like an old version of Ubuntu from 2016, but that's they've ended support on that, of course. Are there batteries in here? No, because that's too old. So I got Void Linux to boot up to. This one's got some rust going on there. Void Linux. Ooh, okay. Wow. Well, that was soldered back to the wrong point. Okay. This is in the wrong spot. These should be over here. And these shouldn't be bulging up like this. There's actually two solder points on here. Okay. Yeah, you're actually not supposed to solder this at all. This doesn't need solder. So I don't know why they did that. And this is torn. That's wrong. This is wrong. I can tell you that right now. Why would you do that? Okay. This is definitely in the wrong spot. Yeah, these are wrong. I gotta look at my old videos then to see where that's supposed to go. I know it's not supposed to go there. Look at that solder blob. Solder sucker. That's had too much heat. I don't know what that is. It looks like a trace, but it's not. It looks more like a piece of foil. It's not supposed to be there regardless. Okay, clean That's weird. Okay, I don't know why you do that. And then, let me see if I can remember how to do this right. Usually there's just a set of pins here. Yeah, I think this comes out here. It's been a little bit since taking one of these apart. Little guy. It's like a 0 or double 0 there. It's small. Looks like a double 0 screw head. What are you? Metric. Metric Phillips. That's a funny concept, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, this just uses over here you just get underneath here with a spudging tool like that. And you just pry it up like so. And that just comes out. Just disconnect this carefully. Okay. So that's the main board. It's an awful recap job. See these caps leaning over like that? They should be, you're supposed to do is you get the proper ones that are shorter and you just drop them right down in there so you're not doing this bending over crap. Okay. I guess I'm a perfectionist. Alright. Nothing too thrilling here to get further in. This is just threw a little cap on there. You see this spot here, you're supposed to leave these two wires actually are supposed to go here, not soldered to the ground plane. Whatever. Okay. Man. I've been thinking about it. I've been an engineer now for 23 years. That's just crazy. I worked at my first real engineering job for about 5 years, and then the second one 10 years, just shy of 10 years, and I'm at the present one for 6 years. So I've been an engineer a while. My official job title now is Design Test Engineer. Design test systems that have tested over 2 million parts. And this is the support caddy for the CD. We got a little. This is original here. This tape here, and then this is original. This Kapton tape here isn't. This wire here isn't. This got cut just fine. Okay, so this is the part where you gotta take it out. Unsolder the cement just to get out of the way. Resolder that back on later. The whole assembly kind of pulls out. It's a weird assembly. Kind of comes sideways a little bit, just like that. And then the whole laser should come out together with it. There we go. So this, gently flip her back over. What's this guy here? You see, when the person reassembled this before, they pinched, I can see here, they pinched a couple of wires, which just can happen because this kind of sits right here, and when they pushed it down, there's a double header row here. These are called headers. This is a double row of headers. What happened was the wire actually got pinched in here as they were pushing together, so I can see some pinched wires. Shouldn't cause a problem, but there's no guarantees in life. It's just something to note as I'm taking this apart. Silly me, I left the disc in. That was my bad. Harmless though. Alright. Come on, eject button. There we go. So I'm going to put the housing, shield, bottom housing. I'm going to put those aside. Where's my cart? Here's my cart. My cart that doesn't want to roll. Okay. You can go next to the Tiger Learning computer. There you go. I keep a cart with the current projects I'm working on there. Alright, so spindle. Should I do with the spindle or not? No, I need to move it out of the way anyway. I'll move the spindle aside. That's a shock. These are shock mounts that hold the spindle. So these are your 4 adjustment pots here. And since I'm here, I'm going to mark them. I always like to do a reference marks so I can always return back. That looks cool in the reflection. The LED display. So I'm going to mark these. So I got a return position on them. That one's turned too far. That one looks pretty off too. This one's alright. So the biggest challenge with all this when you're working on them is, yeah, I don't like how pinched those got. So that's one of the main laser drivers, the voltage for it. Since I'm here, I'll fix that later. Put those wires back in the right spot. Anyway. I still don't get why they moved it. So, actually no, I don't know why they pinched it up there. Huh, I don't know why those wires are pinched. Wrong side. Weird. Okay, push you back together again. Like that. Should I put the spindle in here? I'm going to put the spindle back in. I don't like it just free floating like that. It makes me uncomfortable. That's this guy here. Even if I don't sit in there, even if I pull it off, I'm gonna drop those in there. Try not to touch the laser. It's Probably superluminescent diode. It's probably not a laser. They're similar, but they're not the same. Believe it or not. Alright, so this is going to have to be... This is the hardest part here, keeping this all like connected up. So you put your... Oh, where's my Mozart? Oh, Wolf game, where are you? I like doing Mozart because I don't usually get hit with copyright claims with Mozart. He's been dead a while. Oh, hold on a second. Try this. I'll try this Mozart. That's weird. This is the one I don't usually use this one. I'll put this back on the spindles. See what happens here. You got to tape down the seating door. It's not going to recognize it. Little switch right here. You got to have pressed down, or she not going to worky. She no worky. Oh, it's bugging me. Where's my other Mozart? Whatever. Okay. Oscilloscope lead. Power. Mozart. Limit switch. AV out. AV out. Okay, I'm back to finish off this video for the night. My wife called to let me know I need to, well, I covered the plants in the backyard because it's going to freeze tonight. I don't want to lose our plantings, but as you can see, it's just, tracking is just really hit or miss. I mean, it should go from track to track. This is my usual test disc. This is my other Mozart disc. I mean, you get to see it's just... This should be tracking, like, instantly. Not taking forever like this. So I'm going to basically have to start from scratch here. And start adjusting. I mean, it works sometimes. It doesn't work sometimes, so... I'm really into that tonight. To really dig in. The hard part is getting... this in a good enough spot so you can access the adjustment pots without there's a ribbon cable underneath. You don't want it to snag when you're adjusting it. So I usually have a little like plastic shim piece. Where did it go? I didn't expect to have to do this another one of these because reasons. But let me see. I should do this a little. That's just a piece of Velcro. Like a music disc should load up in about 2 seconds. Let me turn the volume down on the Oxy. It finally caught there. It'll usually start playing the first track just fine. But as soon as you go, so most games start on the first track, so it'll be alright. But as soon as I try to go to the second track, I mean, it's not picking up the timing. Because the lead in for every track has the length of the track in it. So the CD player knows how long to play. So see how long I mean, that should be milliseconds. I think the standard's like 120 milliseconds or something, so it should be instant. Yeah, this is just a 10 tracker here, and it's not even pulling those tracks. And if I go back to track 1 and try to play, it won't even track again. So this is touch foobar. Okay, well, I'll start adjusting this tomorrow night. Like I said, I got the 4 adjustment pots. Let me see. Yeah, that's all messed, man. I've got the 4 adjustment pots done, marked, so I can return back to that. I could tell right now this pot's turned way too far against one stop. This one's okay, but I know this one, the gain is set way too high right now, so we'll have to mess with that later. Alright, well, that's enough for tonight. Thanks for watching.